Yeah.
It's Friday.
Hi, it's the Friday
sex.
podcast.
I like to say sex right off the bat because when I'm looking,
So everybody knows that this is the sexual podcast because we are such sexual beings. And guys, just in case you're wondering why we started this, it was because it felt like all of the single people who are on dating apps or having one night stands were out there talking about sex. And we were like, you know, in reality, a lot of their sex matters less than what our sex lives are about. And also a lot of people get divorced. And then we're back into the mix. And then just the complication or the other people inspiring us with their sex lives or sharing the ways that we are all normal. And there are so many ways to be normal in your sex life. There's all the ways.
we have to get to we have to get to the doctor who talks about the like something that goes in your vagina. And I might be dreaming this.
Okay.
I feel like though,
Yeah.
something goes in your vagina.
Yes.
And
Your vulva? Yes.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh
Your
yeah.
vagina?
And it makes you horny or okay. Hold on.
Okay.
If you're,
Is it an item or a liquid?
I think it's a pill.
A pill up your vagina.
Yeah. Okay. If your vagina's wet
Uh-huh.
from a pill,
Yes.
are you horny?
That is a great question because I feel
It's
like
chicken the egg.
it's a good question.
Thank you. Maybe I just did some groundbreaking research right there.
I'm pretty sure it's been done, but I would think that you become wet because you're turned on.
That's so gross to hear you say that. But
But maybe if you use a little bit, it just makes the whole thing start to, that pill makes it wet.
I don't know. I'm making that up. I'm
Wait,
saying, no,
it's
it's
not
true. No, there is something.
Okay.
Okay, because I feel like this is a confession, but I'll tell you all anyways, because there
Oh my
is a
God.
pill I take from Dr. Perlman. And he goes, the pharmacy who's my friend.
When did he say this?
I told you, he goes, you can have it up your vagina or orally. And I didn't ask her which one it was. So I go orally. I don't know.
When he said that to you, were you alone in the pharmacy?
I don't know. He's my friend. He gives me nuts and chocolate.
Were you alone or were you with children when he said you can put it up? Did he say put it up your vagina?
Vaginally?
Okay, that makes more. Yeah. And were
Maybe
you alone?
he said,
He definitely said vaginally.
I was embarrassed. Maybe I was alone. I don't remember. There's always someone with me, probably kids. I was like this. Just give it to me orally. But I don't think they're the same things. I feel like one, you take it
Okay, I just
for
thought of my own confession.
one, you take it for like something. I should probably find out why I'm on medication for what. And one is to get pregnant. Like they're same pill, but one I feel like makes you, I'm gonna have to get back to you on
Are
all
you
of-
still taking that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I only take it sometimes, not all month.
I know.
So it's like I have low something. I always have. This helps the low whatever I have. I'm not being discreet. I just don't know what it is. I have to go find out what that is.
Okay.
I'll double dose one day of my Vyvanse.
And see if you get pregnant?
No.
Oh.
And I'll focus on what they're saying, what she's saying that I have.
Okay. Well,
You know what I
I'll be
mean?
there too, so we can talk about it.
I
I think it's estrogen.
Nope, it's not that.
What's it called?
Well, I don't know. I should go look. It looks like a little round Tic Tac.
I remember when she gave it to you. Okay, this is totally side note, but I believe it's something I've never told you. And I would say it might be
It's not a horny pill though. It's not making me horny. It's not libido upper. She said there is that thing though.
Why isn't she giving it to us then?
I'm going to email her right now and say, Nat and I want libido.
Horny pills. And they better work.
Testosterone. What is it?
Oof, can't be testosterone because I got that, baby. You know that's funny. We were saying, okay, so somebody said to us.
Sorry, I cut
there's a
you
few
off on
things.
your
No,
thing.
because that's a different thing. Let's just stay on that
I
for a
think
minute.
you should though. I think you should.
I'll get back to it.
It is a
I won't
confession. It
forget.
sounds great. Just go. Tell that and then we'll go
No,
to.
I wanted to say about the testosterone is that we were saying, what were we saying? And someone said, what if a man were to say what you're saying? What were we saying?
Oh, you think I remember?
No, you do. It was a personal friend who DM'd and said, what if a man, that I always think about everybody having sex no matter who they are.
And I'm like, and men do.
And he said, what if a man were to go and say that he's imagining having sex with everybody? And then
I'm like, wait, don't they?
And then I was like, we think that they do. And maybe not every woman does, but maybe I should get my blood tested again, see if I have high testosterone, because apparently if you have higher testosterone, like when my doctor did it, she's like, so are you more like basically horny? And I'm like, no. But like,
I would say you're more sexual
okay.
as a person.
Okay.
Like, I think you think about sleeping with people way more than I do.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Okay, I'm going to actually ask a question to the internet, and I know it because we did this in our show so long ago.
Okay.
I want you all at home to take a guess. How many times a day men think about sleeping with a woman?
362?
A day. Does, I think it's more. Okay, think about sex. Let's see. Oh, this is actually not too much.
52?
It's a wide notion that men think of sex too often. A new study busts that myth. The research in college-age participants suggests that while men do think about sex more often, the subject crosses their mind, on average, only about 19 times per day.
That sounds about right for me. I'm a college boy.
And most women, 9. But there was one study that says men think about sex every 7 seconds.
Yeah, I they could not have a job. Like if you're a simple human if all you're thinking about is sex. Okay, what I'm going to tell you.
Yes,
my son said in school.
Yes.
You were supposed to tell, you could tell a story. No, you were supposed to write down and you didn't have to share with the class if you didn't want to. But one of them was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you or the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Okay, I like that. I wonder how many picked embarrassing. I wonder how many picked best.
So I was thinking about that.
Okay.
And I was thinking about like, it crossed my mind and I hadn't thought about this in a while. And actually I didn't think about it then, but when you just talked about putting something up your vagina, it made me think of it. I don't think I've told you this.
Am I going to look at you differently when you tell me the story?
No, you're going to be like, that is classic. I'm not surprised that happened to you.
Okay, let's go. Okay. I mean, I'm going to learn about your vagina right now. I can't wait.
So there was a time when I was dating a guy, but I was working at a restaurant with a girl who had, and she told me, she had candida. Do you know what that is?
A bacterial vaginal thrush.
So yeah. So like more yeast than normal.
Okay.
So like, I guess she would get like yeast infections all the time. She said like the discharge would be like, and I'm just saying what she told me about her experience. I don't know if this is completely right and not maybe all candidas are the same, but like the discharge was a little bit like thicker. Sometimes it would smell. She said the worst part about it for me, like for her, I like having sex is that it would smell different. So she would have to take pills. Like it was a big deal.
Okay.
For her.
Thank you for sharing her story.
So, and you can get a yeast infection in your mouth too, right?
I actually know you can also get it in your eye, your nose, and your ears.
That's also herpes.
Ear herpes?
I think so. Face herpes.
Ear
eye
herpes?
Maybe not ear, but definitely nose and eye.
And you can get ass herpes too.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
That's vaginal.
Really?
Well, if you can get a vaginal herpes on your like sexual herpes, they're anywhere in your vaginal area or butt area.
Okay.
Like where on your butt?
I'm sure your asshole.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd
probably get it anywhere down there.
Okay, that'd be painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm sure there's numbing cream for that. Anyways, so as I do, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, like does my vagina smell? Like,
did you get her to smell your vagina?
No. So I'm thinking about it and I'm obsessing about it. And I'm like, maybe mine smells.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, maybe I have candida, right? By the way, I had no yeast. I've never had yeast infection and I've never had, like, it's never smelled.
I want to let you know, your children are fucking carbon copy of you.
I know.
Except for the grade
the reasonable one. So I'm like Googling, like, what can you do to
oldest, youngest? Natalie.
Yeah. I'm like, what can you do to make sure that it smells good and there's no bacteria or anything? So you know how you can take oral acidophilus?
No.
So I think acidophilus gets rid.
You're lying to me right now.
Can you look up that word?
You're lying to me.
No,
you are literally shitting my dick right now.
How would I even come up with that word? I think she would take acidophilus.
Acidophilus bifidus?
What is it? This is going to turn into a sex story, just so you know.
It is 1 billion active cell microflora.
Microflora.
Used for, it's to improve digestion and restore normal flora.
Okay. So normal flora, which would mean everything would be clean and normal and working on its own. And now I know that it's a self-cleaning oven, but I was like, I want to make sure mine is perfect. So I go to the health food store and I get acidophilus. And I think they were like, someone must have told me this, because I'm sure I was not at the pharmacy asking. And they were like, you can stick the capsules up your vagina. Right? So I don't know. Right. So I stuck them up there, but there's a cat. Yeah.
You stuck it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thinking that it would just dissolve, like a liquid.
I think you need a vaginal dissolving one.
It was for vagin. You can it definitely said you could put it up your thing.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah. Or someone told me. Yeah.
You definitely can. You said that because someone told you.
No, and I knew I wasn't sticking something up there that wasn't. Can you do vaginal acidophilus pills?
And you asked for one?
I definitely didn't talk to anyone at the pharmacy. I just got the bottle and ran out.
It actually says vaginal care on it.
Okay.
Did you get the vaginal care one?
For sure.
Okay.
So I guess if you're using these at the time, you might be taking a break from being sexually active, right?
Okay.
Just let it work, but don't keep having sex.
Okay.
So I stick it up there. Now I can't remember. I think it was anyways, there was a capsule. And the outside of a capsule, like if you ever get one of your prescriptions wet, they're like a plastic. Like a sticky plastic.
Yeah.
So I used them and I thought my body had just gone through with it all.
How many did you use?
I don't know, like whatever it said.
Okay, so you put 4 up there, let's just say.
Maybe.
Okay, like 4 all at once, or was it overtime? Was it supposed to be overtime? You just decided, like, I'm going to go gangbuster here, and I'm just going to throw this right on up there.
Definitely, like, once I did it, after what happened, I never did it again.
Once I did it. Okay.
So I definitely didn't do anything regularly.
Okay.
I just was obsessed with having like a non-smelling vagina. Okay.
Okay.
So I stick it up there, and then my boyfriend comes over in the day, and we have sex. And two things.
That you whisper for that part.
2 things.
Yes.
It's really sticky in there because of the capsule. It's like uncomfortable and sticky, like a glue.
Did you not go high up?
I mean, who knows? I mean, I guess I tried.
Oh.
And there was white stuff.
Oh.
And it was sticky. And he's like, why is it so sticky?
And you're like, because I have a smell and I wasn't sure. So I put a thing up there.
And we were both pretty like, I wasn't, I think he was only like, I think it was my second partner. I'd lost my virginity to the first one. So he was my second one. So this was like, we were having fun and stuff, but I wasn't like totally like I
like that you're saying second partner. That's so mature of you as you're talking about my second partner. At the time, I wasn't like
I wasn't a pro. Like I didn't really.
I mean, I'm assuming you were probably 18.
Yeah, like I think I might have been. I think I was 20. Yeah, 19, and I was second partner. The third one came out. Yeah, and. I mean, it was kind of real, and he was kind of like a little bit shy. So he wasn't like.
Did he ask you why is it sticky?
Yes. And I was like, well, I thought I had a little. I didn't want to say anything about candida, so I'm like, I thought I had a little yeast infection.
Yeast. So you rather say yeast and candida? I would rather say candida than yeast. I would have said I thought the girl at the store, my waitress, so and so, she said that she had, and then I was like, oh God, what if I have that? So I just decided to be proactive. I don't have it, but I decided to have it.
So
what happened?
It's when there's sticky stuff on your penis.
Oh, didn't use
uncomfortable.
Didn't use a condom. If you're listening, kids, always wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah, and I remember just being like, I guess we were at the point where we weren't mature enough that I was embarrassed and he was embarrassed.
Oh, did he call you back? Did you do it again?
Yeah, we did it again.
Okay, so you made it right. When did the sticky stuff go away?
I probably went and like water douched the thing, but like it was sticky, and the capsule was big. I was so embarrassed. And I remember my bed was a futon.
I don't know why you thought you had that.
When you're young, you want everything to be perfect.
You just want to be like everyone else.
I just wanted it to smell really good. I should have douched instead. I know.
No.
I know. But like logically, that would have been at least if I was going to do something. Why didn't I just do that? And I had no bacteria, anything.
You know, before I go to the gynecologist, I scrub it raw, which you don't need to.
Don't scrub it raw.
I know. And then I put baking soda, line, baby powder, which is so bad for you.
Yeah, so.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so.
But there's probably white shit all over there.
Well, that would be really weird. He's like,
why is your vagina doing cocaine?
Yeah, are you snorting cocaine up your vagina? What is going on?
So like,
yeah.
And then I sometimes.
Who even has baby powder anymore?
I mean, now it's perfume.
Yeah, perfume too.
So now I spray
Take
perfume.
like a body spray, put it on my hand, though I don't spray it, and then I just dab
all over my pants. Spray. I know all of you.
I used to do that before getting a bikini wax.
Yeah.
Just make everything smell good.
Yeah, so I just sprayed through my pants. I'm usually wearing yoga pants and I just squirt the shit out of it
And
down
it's
there.
probably
They must
so
think,
obvious.
Why? Does your vagina
smell
smell
like perfume.
like floral?
Yeah.
Floral, like,
Yeah.
Because I'd
But
rather.
see, I wanted to be one of those people, that's just what she smells like.
Your doctor's not thinking that.
She just smells like a fresh flower.
No, yeah, I'm just like this.
Could you imagine that happened? I was dying, Catherine.
I mean,
what if that
thank
happened
God
to
it
you?
wasn't a one night stand. Number two, I'm not looking to put stuff up my vagina like in
Neither
random
am
pills.
I.
And I don't think I would ever at that age have gone to get candida pills knowing what it was. I would have done like a oral one first and been like, okay.
Maybe I
we'll
did that
spray.
too. Maybe I
You
was just
must
going
have
crazy.
thought there was something. You must have had a little odor.
I really just thought that if you put it there, then it will just, maybe
It
I
will
was,
be preventative.
yeah, and everything will be great.
I just,
it was so
I'm
awkward.
not shocked, but I just, and with you,
And you know what I was thinking?
what?
He always remembers that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
When we find him, we'll ask him, okay?
the thing with you is if it's in your head, there's not much any of us can do about it. Like someone could be like, don't do that. And you still would have done it. So it's just like that time you went and got an enema
What a disaster.
and you knew the person.
Yeah. I walk in and I'm like,
was
oh,
doing
it was a mom from the school. I'm like, oh, this is your clinic?
And you followed through with it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the beauty thing about it. And she's like, come back again. You still have more in there. Never again. You tried to get me to come with you. You thought it would be really fun. I had to cancel for some reason. Someone got sick. Thank God I didn't go down and do that with you.
If you were in the room, you would have seen poo shooting out of a tube. You would have barfed.
That probably would have smelled too.
I know. I didn't smell anything. I asked her if it was going to smell because it's all in a tube.
No,
It was so.
Natalie, I can't.
It's just.
Did you ever feel like you were gonna, like, when you're lying there, were you ever like, just take it out, I'm done? Or you're like, I'm gonna commit to getting this blasted up my ass?
Mm-hmm. And it was kind of devastating when she was like, well, like there's still some left that just isn't coming out. I'm like, well, I came here to clean out my colon. So, and I'm never coming back. So
why would not just going to the bathroom do the same thing?
yeah. Well, I thought if you just clean out your colon, that there must be some gross fatty cells that are just stuck in there.
Like there's old, like you think there's stuff just sitting there for like years. Like you're like old, your colon's so old that it's like from when you were 10. You're like
and
dumpster.
I thought I would walk out and have lost 10 pounds, and then I would be like,
you left gassy and bloated.
yeah, that my new body would just be working like I'll be starting with a fresh colon, no poop in my body.
You should have really gone for anal after that.
Oh my God, yes.
That's really when you should have given that a good old college try.
I think my bumhole had been through enough.
Well, I'm just saying you
But
would have
no,
been
that's
open.
true. That
You
would
could
have
have
been a
had the
perfect day.
thing. You could have been like, you know what? Let's give this a good old
And
college
you know they have
try.
those kind of like enemas. They have them at the
Drugstore.
At the drugstore, and you can do it yourself.
Yeah, I would not recommend that for you. I think we talked about me doing it too at one point. Remember that?
Because also there's this
You
nutritionist
asked me
girl
to do
that
that
we
too.
know,
Yeah.
and she believes in doing enemas. So we asked her,
Yeah.
and
do it
she
for
said,
us?
no, she's like, you can do it yourself.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
I can take you
She's
through
like,
it.
You can do it to each other.
Yeah.
Hell no.
And she, remember who it was?
Yep.
And then
The
she's
one
like,
I saw recently.
oh, you did?
Running?
No.
Different one.
Yeah. She went to our high school. Anyways, she's like, yeah, I can totally take you step by step. It was a coffee enema she was talking about. I wanted
remember
to
this.
do
You
that.
just go to the bathroom and lie down. I do them before I go out.
Yeah. And you put
Coffee in your butt. That's not doctor recommended. We're just making, that's just something I would
If you
never,
want to know more information, look up a coffee enema. I
would
did not do it.
Never do that to you.
I know.
I would never.
I don't. And why?
I mean, I would maybe get a hazmat suit. And then I would maybe blindfolded. I do it blindfolded, and then I get Taylor to walk me through where it's going.
My daughter.
Yeah, she would do it. And then she'll
Olivia and her would be peeing their pants. You guys are so weird.
You're so weird. What's wrong with you two?
Oh my God. I mean, I would do it for fun.
I just hazmat suit, get the tube, and then I would just she'd pour the coffee, make sure it's cool, and then go. So
Why do you think she still talks about them? Do you think she still believes in them?
I've not heard about an enema in a very long time, except prior to anal.
I just remember like people saying like doctors being like, you don't have to do that. That's not necessary.
Nope. It's not
It's
necessary.
like douching.
Not necessary.
They still sell douche though, I think.
I feel like it's in our options of repertoire, but I haven't seen it forever. Summer's Eve.
Yeah. So when we find my boyfriends and we do the interviews,
Yes.
we're going to ask him about the sticky time.
Which one was that? Do I know him? Have we talked about him before? Did you cheat on him? Like you didn't get caught?
No.
Okay. Did you like him?
Yeah, he's the one I would like go back for.
Oh, I can't wait to meet that one. I was recently talking to Natalie, guys, about, so many of you ask about like, we talked about this in the last one, I feel like, about like your libido. And then I thought to myself, I was thinking one night, I'm like, I wonder how many people can actually say what they want, what they like, physically in a relationship. And like, if they can say what I love in my partner, because I feel like so many people want to take their partner and be like, you're not doing this, like you don't do this for me, you don't do this for me, you don't do this for me. But then I'm like, but if you're not truly happy with yourself, you're never going to be happy with that person. And
and the other scary thing is that if you rely on the other person in your life to be your happiness, that is a scary place to be. Very scary.
you'll never be happy.
Sometimes they think they're happy. But they literally juice the other person dry.
And listen to this, because when you meet someone fresh, okay, like when you're dating.
Let's talk more about that.
Okay, so when you're dating and they're like, and you're fresh, you are so curious about each other because you're two people. And then you have two people that have who aren't one, you're two people. And then you have this like weird chemistry thing where you're like, who are you? Who am I?
The mystery is so exciting. And I'm not saying mystery like a Dateline special. It's like the mystery of who they are, what they like, where they're from, what's it going to be like, all of it. It's exciting.
And so if that person goes, like if you're married and you go do your own thing and then they come home and you're like, well, what did you do today? Imagine they did like something really cool.
Oh yeah.
And then they're like, oh my God, this was so crazy. Imagine you're dating.
Yes.
Let's see here. Well, I'm really jealous of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce right now.
I said, the problem is that when people ask me how I feel about it, I'm
not jealous of either one of them.
No.
You're jealous of her with him.
Yes. I actually feel like a pang of I actually feel a little bit jealous. So I just don't think about them.
You're jealous that she gets to be with him?
Oh, yes.
I'm just jealous of the crew that just walks into like a football game, parties, and then walks out. Now, Blake Lively has 4 kids. I'm like, good for you for leaving, like going to a football game. Sophia Turner's like in a massive divorce and has 2 kids. I'm like, what y'all do?
They're having a fun moment. Yeah.
I'm like, is it your age? Like, you all are, this looks so, what a fun crew to walk in with.
Travis, and this all just happened to Travis.
You see his crew, that crew that walks in for him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is that?
All he's done is continued to play his same game of football, but he just started dating a girl.
And then they looks up at the box and it's like every famous person in it and his mother. You know when I say and the mother? Literally, and the mother.
No, I'm jealous of the fact that when I picture that she gets to be alone in a bedroom with him. I like the
so I'll go to the box
and I'll wait in the bedroom.
Perfect. We seem like a perfect pair. I want to jump up and down and put red lipstick on and wear high Louis Vuitton boots that don't hurt my feet. How did that not hurt her feet? I'm looking at her. I'm like, you wearing jean shorts that probably cut off your stomach.
She is made for heels. She walks in heels everywhere.
I'm like, and you're walking in high. I'm like, that's what kind of place I am in my life, that I am wondering how your feet don't hurt in those boots. You're jumping up and down. Are you cold? Because you're in short shorts and a jean jacket. You're not cold.
Oh, it doesn't matter when you're a celebrity.
It doesn't matter, right?
You don't need to be comfortable.
I feel like Blake dressed a little more comfortably.
Oh, well, she's a mom.
Well, exactly, Natalie.
Natalie.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
So, you know,
But you don't have to, when we get to go to the box, you don't wear those. That's
But am I going to jump up and down in the box and be like, this is so fun?
Yes.
And who's with us?
Well, all of them.
Oh, we're going
And just you and me. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. We're joining them. I could find another boyfriend on that team. Travis, you know, it's not just about you, although. Oh.
the box is huge. It looks like there's 100 people in there. I'm like, this is a moment.
And then you got to really act like you like the game. Because you got to know.
She is.
Like, you got to know. No, this is us. We're in here now. We're not thinking about
you
her
and me.
anymore.
Oh, we just can't drink.
What?
No, you have to watch. We have to watch.
Oh, she has drink in her hand.
No, I'm saying, but we just can't just go sit there and drink. Like you can't. They're not talking like this.
When
they're talking like
when
this.
it goes to like the yard line and stuff, and they go like, and it's not a touchdown, but it's something else. You have to act like what? When they go whoa, you go whoa.
Oh, like you know.
Yeah, and then when Travis does something good, you go, let's fucking go.
Okay,
and you do that, and you act like you're really into the game, so you get invited back.
So this is totally off topic, but and it's not sex related, but. The brother of Travis Kelce. His name is?
Travis Kelce's brother.
I feel bad right now. Jason?
Yeah.
Jason Kelce? Yeah. He met his wife on Tinder. Mm-hmm. And on his first date, they fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Yes,
like out cold at the bar, like literally out cold. Mm-hmm. Unlike, they're not that far apart in age.
Yeah. But they're very different.
I know.
I don't think that there's a feel bad. There's no comparison. They're very different.
I know, but it's his brother at all watching him being like, that's a fun life you're living.
I think he's like, attaboy. I love that for you, buddy. I mean,
he's very happy with his 3 children.
And doesn't he have like animals or something?
Then I said to my husband, no, he bought a farm because he wasn't sure what he was going to do.
Right.
But now he has a podcast, so he doesn't need a farm.
He's into his life the way it is.
Okay, then I said, why is that one so beat up and that one's not so beat up? Travis just seems like he doesn't even have a hurt bone in his body. Mark's like, it's a position he plays. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he goes, that one just gets hit for a living and that Travis just gets to run or something, like not get hit. Is that true?
I don't know.
So their positions are playing. So one looks like he's 100 years old and Travis is just like perfectly walking without
their bodies, they have different physiques too for different positions.
So then my son is like, I want to get big and I want to be a linebacker.
So your son's like, I want to play football. And then I was like, and then I said to my other son, do you want to play football? And he's like, nope. And then I said, your son said, my dad won't let me play football because of hockey. And then my little boy goes, I want to play football. He said, and I was like, yeah, you fucking do.
Yeah, Max wants to be the guy who like hits people.
Yeah.
That's a terrible job. Look, I go to show him this guy that can't walk at 35.
Well, maybe
No, that's terrible. I watch it. All they do is just hit each other.
I want one of my boys to play football on like the high school football team. Yes, I do.
They hit each other.
All the Americans do it.
They all have concussions.
Ugh. What about Landon's?
Ask her. You know what he needs to be? He needs to be a runner that catches in the field.
He just needs to be the quarterback. Tom Brady doesn't get any of that shit.
Yes, he does. They sack them.
But they don't hurt them and they protect him. Quarterback is the position. TJ has to be the quarterback.
I mean,
he's got a good arm.
Okay, he can be the quarterback.
At his high school.
Max cannot be the quarterback. Max is far too long and lanky.
What about the mascot?
He could be the mascot.
He wanted to be a mascot for he'd be a great mascot.
I'm not sure he's ever going to get a girlfriend being the mascot. Maybe he will. Maybe that's just changed these days.
Boy. And he takes the mascot to the party.
He would take, you know what? I said to him, I go, this is a sex podcast. I'm talking about my kids. I should probably stop right now. But he goes, hey, Mom, should I take my shirt off and run across the field? I'm like, no. But I said to Natalie before he said that, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if I found him streaking across the football field. And then he goes, hey, should I take because that's what's in his mind. Should I take my shirt off and go for a run around the field? Like, no. Oh, that is a terrible.
Our boys,
when he drinks, we're screwed.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see our kids drunk. That's going to be so funny.
Yeah, I mean, I have to teach them about I'm going to teach these kids and football players. I mean, that's
hot.
The girl, I'm like,
and
they all wear suits after. So all the girls
I'm
know,
sorry, but
or
like-
boys, if you like boys or girls or whatever you're into.
We were sitting beside a bunch of football boys on the weekend, and we were with a couple of young girls, and I was like, finally, I'm seeing what a grown boy looks like, and I'm like, the world is your oyster, ladies. It's all for the taking.
Don't stop in grade 9. Just keep on going.
Keep on rotating. Don't stick with one for 3 years. Don't waste your time.
I know.
Pass a doble.
Pass a doble.
Just keep trying them out.
Yeah, because if you start in grade 9, you never know what you're going to get in grade 12. Like, and everyone, don't stop licking your lips when you're talking about high school. I know you. Because I'm like, if you marry your high school sweetheart, you don't know that. You don't know what they're going to be like at 25. Do not do that. Don't do that.
And if you did that and you're happy, you are very unique.
Yeah, and also you're going to live a lot longer. So don't do that. Like our people are going to live so much longer. And you know, last point, the vagina is just one hole. We have so many holes that they play with now. People. Like,
I mean, my favorite hole is my vagina to put things in. Oh, clearly.
I mean, like, never mind.
Just
Like-
get blowjobs?
No, I'm not telling people to go get blowjobs.
Well, what do you
What I'm
mean?
saying is like that, like you, like the world is so big and large, and there's
Yeah.
so much to do.
Yeah.
There's so many places to go visit. You do
Right.
not need.
Oh, it was a
don't-
metaphor.
Yeah, like don't
Right.
don't limit it to one hole because maybe that gets boring.
Yeah. Or don't limit it to one pole.
Exactly.
I think that's what we're saying here.
Don't limit it to one pole. And dry humping takes you a long way in life.
So fun.
Dry hump.
So fun.
Dry hump as long. That's great life. That is actually great life advice we should tell every one of our children. Dry hump. That will save
Dry
you.
hump and make out for years. Nothing is more fun than a make out. Just make sure they don't
You'll
have
never have
herpes.
so much fun as when you dry humped. You'll never in your life have as much fun.
I like dry humping, but
Now?
I mean, who knows? I really liked making out with people at bars.
when you make it, you kind of stand up dry humping.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know, I was at a dance bar recently, and I saw people doing that, and they weren't even together, and they weren't even together after they made out.
this is my point.
Dreams.
That you can, you know what? It's very safe to dry hump. You can
Very.
dry hump and you don't need anything.
Very safe. Very safe.
It is. It's a very safe way to explore.
And practice.
Yeah, because
Rhythm.
once you go there, you're never leaving the sex world.
Yeah, I think I
So
never dry humped after I had sex.
You don't.
No.
You go right to it. So I'm going to say, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, dry hump for as long years. Prolong it.
I mean, that's how I stayed a virgin for so long.
dry humping.
Yeah.
That's coming at you. Have
You
a
should write
great.
a book about dry humping.
I'm just saying, no
For
one,
kids, a kid's book.
no one talks about
A
it.
teen book.
Yeah,
dry
maybe
humping.
I should go start to the preschools.
Oh.
Sex ed.
Yeah.
Bye.